Hey people, it's Niall talking. Sad news. The Tanzanian President John Magafuli has died at 61. Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan announced his death of 61-year-old after weeks of uncertainty over his death and whereabouts. Tanzanian President John Magafuli has died, the country's vice president announced after weeks of uncertainty over his health and whereabouts. In a televised address to the nation late on Wednesday, Vice President Samia Suluhu Hassan said the 61-year-old president had died of a heart condition in which he had suffered for 10 years at a hospital in Dar es Salaam. Flags flew at half-mast in Tanzania as the country began a 14-day mourning period. Magafuli had first been briefly admitted to the Jakaya Kikwete Cardiac Institute on March 6, but was subsequently discharged, Hassan said on state television. He was rushed to hospital again on March 14th after feeling unwell. After the death was announced, opposition leader Mzito Kabwe said he had spoken to Hassan to offer condolences for Magafuli's death. The nation will remember him for his contribution to development of our country, Kabwe said in a statement published on Twitter. According to Tanzania's constitution, Hassan, 61, should assume the presidency for the remainder of the 5-year term that Magafuli began serving last year after winning a second term. She is said to become the country's first female leader. The announcement of the president's death came after the government announced that the president was ill. Pressure mounted to explain his almost 3-week absence from public view, which sparked panic and rumors he was seeking treatment abroad for COVID-19. Main opposition leader Tundu Lissu, shot 16 times in a 2017 assassination attempt, exiled to Belgium, described Magafuli's death as poetic justice, insisting his sources said he had succumbed to COVID-19. Magafuli died of corona, that is one. Number 2, Magafuli did not die this evening. I have information from basically the same sources which told me he was gravely ill. I have information that Magafuli has been dead since Wednesday of last week, he told Kenya's KTN News using local slang for the virus. A vocal COVID-19 skeptic, Magafuli has last appeared in public on February 27 from top government officials that denied that he was in ill health, even as speculation swirled online that he was sick and possibly incapacitated from the disease. Magafuli had long downplayed the severity of COVID-19, urging Tanzanians to pray, use steam inhalation, and embrace local remedies to protect themselves from the respiratory disease. Tanzania stopped releasing infection numbers in April 2020, weeks before Magafuli declared in June that the country was coronavirus-free due to divine intervention. He refused to wear a face mask or take lockdown measures. But a week before he was last seen, Magafuli conceded the virus was still circulating after the vice president of semi-autonomous Zanzibar was revealed to have COVID-19. Nicknamed the bulldozer, Magafuli was elected in 2015 on promises to tackle corruption and boost infrastructure development. However, slide into authoritarianism, which saw a crackdown on the media, civil society, and opposition, raised alarm among foreign allies and rights groups. I just want to remind you that many of these people criticizing him, like Britain here, they're now passing a bill which is cracking down on all forms of protest, and says that if you knock down a statue, you can get 10 years. Do you know in this country a life sentence is only 14 years? That's incredible. A statue can carry so much time in jail, but people who actually committed murder get less. I know about stories of people who run people over and have gone out and still have their driving licenses. But let's keep going. His re-election last October was dismissed by the opposition and some diplomats as a sham due to alleged rigging, the blocking of foreign media, and observer teams, and an oppressive military presence. Some analysts said that Magafuli had dealt a crushing blow to democracy, one of Africa's most stable nations. However, he also won plaudits for expanding free education, rural electrification, investing in infrastructure projects such as railways, hydropower dams set to double electricity output, and the revival of the national airline. His government passed a raft of laws to increase Tanzania's stake in its mineral resources and demanded millions in back taxes from foreign mining companies. But it was Magafuli's handling of the coronavirus pandemic which cast his leadership style into sharp relief. Critics said that Magafuli's dismissal of the threat from COVID-19, as well as the refusal to lock down the country, may have contributed to many unknown deaths. Magafuli was born in Tanzania's northwestern Chato district on the shores of Lake Victoria, where he grew up in a grass-thatched home, herding cattle and selling milk and fish to support his family. I know what it means to be poor, he often said. He was awarded a doctorate in chemistry from the University of Dar es Salaam and also spent some time studying at Britain's University of Salford. Magafuli was a member of the ruling Chama cha Mapinduzi CCM party, which has been in power since independence from Britain in the early 60s. A member of parliament since 1995, he held various cabinet portfolios, including livestock, fisheries, and public works, where he earned the bulldozer moniker. Magafuli was married with 5 children. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'll leave some other articles in the description. Peace.